intention of sacrificing myself. Please, sweet yes.
Computer?
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Wow. I think it's too much. Hey, yo. Get paid, baby.
Wow, this is freaking out.
Those are the weirdest fucking people. Really?
Live from the new
So what I liked about the Pooh movie is that
OBDM podcast. Now, here's your hosts, Midnight Mike and Rich.
What are you looking at, loser?
get off my plane.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another fun-filled podcast adventure. Hooray! My name just so happens to be Midnight Mike, and Cratchit is over there on screen drinking coffee. Hating this place, nothing works here.
Nothing works here.
What are you looking at, loser?
Medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years.
I've been here for 7 years.
What are you looking
Actually,
at?
I've been here for 9 years.
Almost 9 years, my God.
Are you on dope?
8 years. I don't know.
Give me back my son!
Yeah, you still have my son.
Yeah, we still have him.
Show every.
Haven't given him back. No Joe today. Joe's out. He's on assignment.
He went to Iran, of all places.
Yeah. But in replacement, I do have a brand new dog next to me in Command Center Alpha 1.
Dog named Joe.
Dog named Lola. We got a brand new Australian Shepherd. She's about 1 year old. She's still finding her way in this life, our property, in this house. She's a little rambunctious. I have no idea how it's going to go down here. She kept us up most of the night last night. And so in an effort to give my wife a break, I said, hey, I'll take Lola downstairs to the studio. She'll hang out. And hopefully she'll be quiet for the duration of this show. We'll find out. So it's all an experiment, people. We have no idea what's going to happen. That's not her. Oh, boy. Yes, I believe we have a terrific show for everyone out there. I believe. We'll do the best we can.
Better than average show.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's like a C+.
51 out of 100.
I'm launching news stories as we speak.
Returning them to from whence they came.
Yep. Well, why delay? It is Wednesday. We're going to do a little Alex Jones Clips of the Week to start this show off on the right foot. Here we go. And notice, like, my clips. You correct me if I'm wrong, Cratchit, but since I got my new computer, my clips have been a little loud in the mix.
No, well, it may be in the ultimate the end result mix, but in my ears they're fine.
Maybe in the end result. Pipe in, people. Do you think when you download the episode, if it doesn't sound too good?
Can you roll the image feed all the way to the bottom?
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Because if it's not all the way at the bottom, it doesn't update
There we go.
In real time. Then I got to fart around with it.
I'm talking about the end result, what people download on the podcast. If the clips are a little too loud, if the music's a little too loud, let me know. I'm trying to finesse things here.
Hey, speaking of inside baseball podcast stuff, so with the newest version of Apple Podcast, now granted, this has existed in Podcasting 2.0 before you guys start on me, as the alternate media container. This existed for a while now. You can attach a video file and allow people to switch back and forth in real time between the audio portion or the audio version and the video version. So now my understanding is when you do that, you only get the audio track from the video file. You do not get the final mix that you work so hard on that is the audio only preferred version.
Well,
someone will correct me on that. But Apple has now adopted that. Apparently Spotify has adopted that. So that is now a thing. So it raises the question, does it make sense for us to take the video version of this show and post it to the RSS feed, giving people the option to see the video version or the listen to the audio version?
So here's what I do, and this is the effort I put in. So what people see on YouTube is the final mixed podcast audio with the video. What is streamed out is just our live audio. It doesn't go through all the multi-band compressors and limiters, so it doesn't sound as good. And we're talking about degrees of goodness here, but
it's still far better than anything else out there.
So I wouldn't mind posting to Apple all the video stuff, but it does come down to storage. And right now, I don't know what that storage cost looks like to host those video RSS feeds. It's probably not cheap. We're talking, we probably produce a good number of videos per month, probably in the neighborhood of 80 gigabytes. I don't know what that storage looks like per month in perpetuity, because right now we have podcasts going back to 2013 on the main RSS feed. So to cover that cost, I don't know what that looks like.
Well, I think it would be like you make that decision, you start going forward.
Yeah, exactly. Say,
not the archive.
Yeah, I know. But hypothetically, we go forward for, God forbid, another 10 years. And
I still need my son back, by the way.
Yeah, well, after 10 years. But 10 years of videos, I don't know.
that was the agreement. It's mine for 10 years.
10 years of video hosting, I don't know. I'll look into it. It's not something that I am focused on.
No, it's just something that it came up. So I'm in the process of migrating my other show over to Podhome from Libsyn, because Libsyn hasn't updated a darn thing. In fact, they removed features in the last few years and they've raised prices too. So, hey, win-win. We've removed features and raised prices. So for anyone out there considering Libsyn, don't use Libsyn. There's many other podcast hosts out there. I'm in the process of moving to Podhome. It's podhome.fm. They support all the new podcasting 2.0 features and things like that, including alternate media containers and that sort of thing. So I'm in the process of migrating my stuff over there already, but since Apple announced with the newest version, they're now adopting that same 2.0 feature. It just raised that question of, hey, this is a video show as well. Would it be worth doing that? So
it may be for the sake of, I guess, priority when it comes to Apple, because doom scrolling does video on Spotify. So I don't know. I will look into it. It's not that much more of a problem to do. It just means that the episodes will be released later. It won't be posted night of. It would be the next morning. So,
we've wasted enough people's time, and they are all pissed off at us now.
Yeah, we have. But there's nothing.
That's the show, folks. Run the outro right now.
All right, we'll get out of here. There's a little tech show. There we go.
No, let's do Alex Jones.
Here we go. Alex Jones clips of the week. We're going to go back to Thursday. Here we go.
Bomb, 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 Iran. It's all so funny.
Wait a second.
It's all so cute.
We've done that before. Let's see here. We only have one. We only have one. Gick says Thursday through Tuesday, Harrison kept hosting.
The way he phrased it, I'm looking at his message. He wouldn't leave.
He wouldn't stop hosting the show.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That is. So we only have one Alex Jones clips. What I'll do,
Must be on vacation.
I'll do this on the fly, because this is what I like to do on the fly. I'll look at some Alex Jones clips of the week, some like classic rants, and I'll just type in AJ rant and see if I can find some old stuff. We'll play. But we have one. Here we go. 25 seconds. Let's see what we've got.
He's kind of like a retarded boxer dog or something. He secretly wears Hitler underwear. I just passed out. I mean, this is like a Twilight Zone. I'm Tampon Gino. I'm drunk. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi, took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we whooped the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. Like vampires drink blood, Lindsey Graham drinks semen. Oh my God, this is crazy town. You're a pussy, Joe Kent.
Wow, there we go.
Why was he singing the Beverly Hillbillies theme song, but with different lyrics?
Maybe that was the original. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with that song. I know it's a classic on TV. But here's some classic Alex Jones rants. I'll just play one or two. Just one or two here. And then we'll get on to some very important news. So this is called the Alex Jones. This is from 2015. This is when I got it. This is called the Alex Jones private jet spy grid rant. This might be related to Jeffrey Epstein. 2015.
Could be.
Look it up. That's come out about just the pleasure aircraft. But out front, they're like, did you notice I'm wearing... I always say the thing about the socks, because with Google, they go, I've got different color socks. Meanwhile, you're literally dealing with a psyop Satanist, with black op command forces predicting the future, with spy grid AI going in everywhere. They can go in and punch up AI heads up, world models that the Pentagon has as well, integrated and actually know the future. They're in there like Sauron or Sorum and just dark sorcerers, total power. Meanwhile, they're like, are you racist? I'm wearing fluffy socks.
That's a pretty good one.
Wow, that's a good one.
Blast in the past.
Socks. You brought that up like 4 times.
I don't know. You must have noticed something about these socks.
Different colored socks.
I
remember George H.W. Bush used to wear fancy socks.
So in light of Alex Jones' current day, the current day Alex Jones that people might know.
Have you seen the movie Pinocchio?
Like that, that guy. But also how he is approaching the news. Maybe people are calling him a sellout, that he's done the heel turn. Here is a rant from 2015 about not selling out. Here we go.
That I won't do this. They go, everybody's doing it. Well, everybody was cutting children's hearts out, 600 years ago in Mexico City and eating children. And they were doing it in Europe, too. I'm not doing it. Sure, everybody in Sodom and Gomorrah was raping kids. I ain't doing it. You got it? I'm not taking a microchip. I'm not taking your vaccines. I'm not eating your GMO. And I'm not drinking your fluoride. You got it? I know it's a takeover. I know it's evil. I know it's bad. And yes, I'm frustrated. We could use those millions of dollars to fund the operation, but I cannot engage in criminal activity.
I love his Foley work when he slams stuff down.
I don't know if I got that one or Clown Baby, but we were really at that point in time listening for Alex Jones' Foley work and including it, making sure that was part of the actual segment. I'll do one more. These are kind of nice blasts from the past to see where we were at. So let's see if we can travel back in time an entire 10 years. And I'll pick something from 2016, March 2016.
Oh, you went to 10 years ago today?
Well, I'm trying to, I'm as best as I can do. I can go,
right.
Actually, I have March 24th, 2016. So here you go.
We'll take it.
Yeah, this is what I got. This is called That's What You Do Rant.
You cut off Saudi Arabia. You cut off their oil. You block bringing these people in. You deport everybody that shoots their mouth off about jihad. You throw their ass in jail. They're not citizens. You put them on an airplane and send them back to their third world dirt hole. You send them back to their rat hole. That's getting tough. And anybody, you got free speech. But when you say you want to overthrow things and put a monotheistic cult in, you're not an American. You're a terrorist, and you need to get your butt out of this country. That's how you get tough. That's what you do, Trump. Got it? That's it. Not butchering the Bill of Rights and Constitution. Now, I respect Trump for saying what he wants to say and what he wants to do. This is going to fall into the hands of the neocons and the fascist, communist, liberal filth. Sorry, Leanne, go ahead.
I guess that was a response to a question.
Yeah, a question from a 9-year-old girl.
Sorry, Leanne, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, what's it like holding the radio show? Just yells at her about Trump for 2 minutes.
I do have one more from that day. This be 10 years ago yesterday, and this is what he's talking about with the Belgian globalists. One more, and we'll move on.
I'm so angry at these pigs like Hollande and Merkel and Obama, all anti-West, anti-freedom trash, bringing in the most abusive, anti-liberty scum, anti-female scum. I have daughters, and I'm sick of the left saying they have the moral high ground over women. You people hate women, you goddamn pieces of crap. Excuse me. I'm going to stop. It's a family show. I apologize. But I have had enough of these people. Go ahead, Watson.
Well, I've just superimposed a picture of the Belgian flag over my Facebook profile picture, so that means everything's going to be fine. We don't have to talk about how Islam's not a religion of peace.
Look, I apologize. Let's just come back. I did not mean to do that on purpose, folks. I just started thinking about Obama and Merkel and Hollande, these big sacks of filth. They hate us. They're coming for us. They're enemies. It's all planned with that frickin' Saudi Arabia.
GCN.
I'll tell you what, I've had enough of you people. We're coming for the globalists. Soros! Have you seen the movie Pinocchio?
Okay. There we go, people. There's the Alex Jones clips of the week. We're going to wind it down. We're going to get over to some news and try to cover everything we can. Here we go. I just bounced out of Alex Jones, and we'll bounce into the news segment.
Is this a proper news or more like sparkle shine story time?
Might be.
Now for today's news.
It's not. No, these are headlines.
Okay.
But it could be a sparkle.
I need to know what graphic to put up there.
Nah, this is not sparkle shine at all. These are very concerning news stories, and I'll just get into it. I'll bring it up here on screen so everyone can enjoy these headlines. So this first one, first headline I have, please, for everyone out there. It is titled, "The World Energy Shock is Coming." Yes, the U.S. and Israeli illegal attack on Iran will provoke a global economic catastrophe.
Wait, did they say the U.S. and Israeli illegal attack?
Yes, that's what they said in this headline right here. They called it...
I don't disagree. It's just weird that they threw that in the headline.
Yeah, it is.
That's illegal.
This comes from newstatesman.com. So I'm not really familiar with this publication, but this is what they're trying to tell us. And I'll just read down a little bit of this, and I got more related to this. So it's all happening. So it starts off, do you remember the days when the world already knew that there was a COVID-19 outbreak in Wuhan and that it was spreading rapidly? But you were not under lockdown yet, and in between movement.
Technically, a lot of us never were under lockdown.
It was heavily suggested that you should be.
But if you read the small print, because where I lived at the time, the governor said, "Everyone, stay home unless you need to go to the store, go to work, go out, do whatever. Feel free, watch the movies." So,
yeah, I agree. It goes on to say here, an in between moment when it was clear a catastrophe was coming, but not what it meant. Was it? I guess they're using the word catastrophe here. I guess it was implied catastrophe because they implied it was going to be way, way worse than what it was.
Don't forget, there are still people out there. Remember, we had those early videos of people passing out in China, them walking down the streets, spraying bleach, welding people into their apartment buildings.
God. Horrific.
The refrigerator trucks full of corpses. All these things that somehow, strangely, never came to pass. Weird.
Well, they certainly act like it was happening. But to go on with this story, this stage of the U.S.-Israeli illegal attack on Iran is another such moment. The shock is here. The shock waves are on their way.
If you're in England, yeah.
Goes on to say 1/5, 1/3, 1/3, 2/5, nearly one. I don't know what they're saying here, but this is what they said.
Well, yeah, nearly 1/5, 1/3, 1/5, 1/3, 1/3, 2/5, nearly 1/2. What?
Nearly 1/2. These are the respective shares of the global exports of liquefied natural gas, or LNG, crude oil, fertilizer, helium, and sulfur, normally passing through the Strait of Hormuz. Our research shows that these are essential to the world's economy. Fossil fuels are, by far, the most systematically significant input. Predominantly fossil fuels power capitalism. Food production depends on fertilizer. Helium and sulfur are necessary for microchip production. In turn, needed for everything from lawnmowers to data centers, sustaining the AI boom. The passage through the Strait of Hormuz of these raw materials is key for making everything else. Has been effectively suspended since the beginning of the war. So you can see where they're going here. They're basically stating that there is an energy crisis looming right around the corner. How this winds.
And by the way, for context, the New Statesman is written by the folks at the Fabian Society. They're a bunch of hardcore socialists.
Mm-hmm.
So they would love to have people not be able to drive around independently. You got to use public transit. You got to use your wind-powered electric bikes powered by your own sense of self-satisfaction and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, they have their agenda. agenda here. So, and this is it right here. And the last couple paragraphs here of this very lengthy article. All this will lead to a major political fallout. Judging from the last crisis, the far right is likely the winner, but defeatism should not be the rule of the day. The time is to act now. The obvious, necessary thing to do.
Now.
Yeah, the obvious, necessary thing to do is to end this illegal war and not be complicit with it. The fallout that is already in the pipeline needs to be addressed as quickly as possible. Preparedness was the lesson of the last crisis, but governments failed to act. Now they're back again. Their backs against the wall, and they must intervene as quickly as possible with all the levers available to contain the shocks, rather than letting them ripple through our economies and rip apart our societies. The toolkits involve everything from releasing reserves already implemented and wholesale price caps in commodity markets, both multilaterally coordinated to margin caps along the supply chain to contain sellers' inflation and retail price caps on essential consumptions with market prices for the rest, nonlinear pricing. To address the risk of physical shortages, fair rationing protocols must be drawn up. If none of this is needed, we should be relieved. But if it is, we better have it in place. So, okay.
Elites first.
So you're saying, okay, they're not really thinking about this too much. Well, that's just the New Statesman. Well, they very well could be in this next one. This is an X post, and I'll play this. This is from Australia, I believe. I believe the gentleman talking here is from Australia. This one is titled "Lockdown COVID 2.0 is not about fake fear mongering. It's about fuel."
Well, and keep in mind that Australia was one of the worst as far as draconian lockdown. They had legit lockdowns. Like, if you leave your house, the police would come arrest you, sort of thing. So they are all in on this, and they roll over immediately.
Well, they put all the mechanisms in place, and it was like they just got everything into place just when COVID wound down. It was like
they were ready for it.
It was. It's like, okay, we finally got everything in place. But now the crisis, we will suspend it.
COVID.
But let's see what this person from Australia has to say. I believe this is in their parliament. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that will be explained in this clip. But we'll listen here.
COVID 2.0 is officially here.
Why have I got this gut feeling that I've seen this all before? I feel like I've read this rerun once or twice. Starting to sound a little familiar to me. And would it be such a huge surprise if in the next coming months we started to see, I don't know, work from home mandates, travel restrictions, purchase limits? We're almost expecting we're going to see fuel rations. And would it be such a surprise if all of a sudden, I don't know, this was monitored by QR codes and government mandates and apps, in order to? We remember many of us were talking about the day in which people would finally understand what's going on out there when they went to the supermarket and you can only buy one steak because you'd already bought one earlier in the week. And here we are, 2026. Who knows? Could this be the Great Reset? Now, it's all a bit cynical, though, isn't it? It's all a bit cynical. Probably just a conspiracy theory. And yet we hear that the Yarra ammonia plant is off-site for 2 months and there's a refinery down in Texas at the moment. It's all a bit confusing. Yeah, the old joke used to be, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory? These people love their conspiracy theories when they finally catch up. But the old joke used to be, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and reality? 6 months.
This time it's not a virus. It's fuel, fossil fuel. It is control. And the scary part is, we've seen this all before. Everyone right now is trying to blame the Iran war, blame boomers, and blame anyone but the truth. And the truth is simple. This is a failure of Australian leadership. The crisis was coming regardless. Iran did not create our weakness. It exposed it. Australia is one of the most resource-rich nations on earth. Yet we shut down our own refineries. We outsourced our own sovereignty, and we are dependent on the rest of the world to function. So when global shocks hit, when supply chains break, when conflict escalates, we don't just feel it, we collapse under it. The real question is, why does a country like Japan have 9 months of fuel security and Australia does not? And now we are starting to hear the same language again. COVID was the alpha, this is the beta. And the concern is not just the crisis, the concern is how the crisis gets used, because shortages create fear, and fear justifies control. And if this continues in 2026, we are going to see a real debate. Sovereignty versus global alignment, Australia first versus dependency. Australia should never be in a position where another country, another war, another decision controls our destiny. We should refine our own fuel. We should secure our own supply. We should trade from strength. This is about a government with no long-term vision, no principles, and no plan for self-sufficiency. And if we don't fix that now, this will not be the last crisis we see. It will just be the beginning. God bless Australia.
This sucks, and it sucks bad.
Yeah, so there's a very, I guess, I don't want to say upset, but I guess defiant Australian out there talking about what may be coming, which is...
Well, and you would hope, given the recent history, that it was only 5 years ago. Is that right? 5 years? 4, 5, 6 years ago. 5 to 6 years ago, let's just say, that we had a lot of countries, some more so than others, going through some of these restrictions, lockdowns, all that stuff. You would think people would remember that, and you would think people would be wise to that. And when this comes up again, when they start talking about fuel rationing or work from home mandates or things like that, people would push back. But no, people are going to roll. The same people are going to roll over immediately. You still see them out there wearing masks by themselves in cars. Those folks are going to roll over immediately and go, push right back for all this stuff. So, and what then means, of course, we'll have government spending with the new administration in, was that a year? Was that? No, 2 years, I guess. Anyway, government spending will blow up because they'll want to be able to provide, funding for all of these things. They'll just turn on the money machine, crank that up, and inflation will blow up even more. They love it.
Yep. So I got just a few more on this one. Here we go. At least this topic. So this is a YouTube clip. Let me bring it up on screen. Here we go. What happened to my list? Here we go. This is just from, I think, WION. This is
it's pronounced WION.
International news. Here we go.
Now, the global oil shock is now beginning to reshape the future of mobility, with prices surging nearly 50% this month. Now, the cost of running petrol and diesel vehicles is rising pretty sharply, and that is accelerating a structural shift towards electric vehicles. The trend is also reinforcing China's dominance in the global auto market, even as risks from energy disruption still remain. Take a look at this report for more.
While geopolitical tensions in West Asia continue to disrupt global energy markets, a sharp surge in oil prices is now reshaping the future of mobility. Brent crude prices have jumped nearly 50% this month. Analysts say this spike is becoming a tipping point for consumers. Higher fuel costs are making electric vehicles a more attractive and economic alternative to traditional petrol and diesel cars. If the disruption persists, the global shift towards electricity mobility could accelerate significantly. The transition so far has been slow.
Okay, you kind of get the picture here. So yeah, they're just pushing.
Well, I heard this same argument about China. Why China is in such better shape because they've got a reserve of 4 or 5 months of fuel stored up. They started doing that earlier this year. They're hanging on to that, though they've done that periodically. And more people in China are driving electric cars than ever before. What people forget is electricity doesn't come from magic. It has to come from a power plant, most of which are still run by coal and fuel oil and natural gas and that sort of thing. Yes, people have windmills. Yes, they have solar. Yes, they have some limited nuclear, but the vast majority of power still comes from, let's just say, fossil fuel sources. So an electric car is not going to magically keep charging itself.
Yeah, it's got to come somewhere. So they can say they want to transition to this electric vehicle they want, but as you said, it's got to come from somewhere.
Well, and they really want people, think about the lockdown comment, you just ran the story about that. They really want people to be driving electric cars because they'll know they'll run out of electricity. They have limited range compared to a gas vehicle or diesel that they can just fill up and keep going. And most of them being newer have those low jack systems, the government mandated shutdown systems, so they can just turn vehicles off if they need to. Oh, sorry. All of Tesla is currently experiencing a service glitch and all of your vehicles can't run today. Yes. How long till that happens?
Yeah, they just want kill switches in all these cars too. So it doesn't. They just want total control. And let's, instead of dwelling on this,
you brought it up.
Yeah, I know. Let's not dwell on it too much. It's depressing.
This news is depressing me.
Yeah, I brought up the depressing news. We're going to move on here. Okay, here we go. I got some more headlines I want to get to. And just FYI, Gretchen, I have to wrap the show early. So maybe in about 40
right now,
in about 45 minutes or so, my new dog is freaking out. This was an experiment.
Does he need a squeezing?
Maybe. My new dog is freaking out, so I have to go take care of it. So we have to wrap the show early. This was an experiment to have the dog down here. It's not working out. It just needs to get acclimated a little bit more. So sorry, people. Got to cut the show early. But until this dog gets acclimated, it needs more attention, and it's
a lot of blame for this dog.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
We haven't seen nor heard this dog. I don't think you even have a dog.
I will post video proof in the Discord after the show. But it's happening, people. Trust me.
By the way, I did look it up. Over 50% of China's currently installed power capacity, they estimate 56%, is from what we consider renewable sources, hydro, wind, solar, nuclear, etc. Interesting they're lumping nuclear in there. That only provides between 30 and 35% of their total electricity need, mostly due to the intermittent nature of wind and solar. So if you do the math based on total potential output from these power plants, they've got 56%. But if you do it on their actual output, it's 35%. That means 2/3 of China's magical energy still comes from natural gas, coal, and fuel oil. So
yeah,
read about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can read
it's
all
the future.
Well, I have. This is more of a sensational headline here, but it's still very interesting. Okay? This is weird. It's titled Insta Shame. Glam influencer arrested for staging her own kidnapping and having innocent husband beaten to boost her following count.
What the hell?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, really?
What's a glam influencer?
I think, yes, where you just go on Instagram and you do
makeup tips and stuff?
Yeah, maybe about glamour and things like that. Well, maybe we'll find out more in this article. A glam influencer has been nicked by the cops. Oh, yes.
Is this more British news?
It does feel like that. It's from the Sun, thesun.com.
Okay. She's been nicked. Nicked, sunshine.
Moniki Fragra was arrested in a dawn swoop on Tuesday. Instead of a dawn raid, a dawn swoop. They swooped in.
Like swoop.
On Tuesday, nearly a year after the alleged fake abduction that shocked fans last April. I was shocked. I guess
I was shocked. I couldn't go to work for 2 days.
I was terrified. I had to call off. But at the time, Fraga told her almost 50,000 plus followers of the terrifying tale. She claimed that she and her husband, Lucas, were ambushed by 3 armed men outside their home in Brazil. In a video, she said a gang threatened to torture them unless a ransom was paid, and that Lucas was beaten as they handed over their belongings. The pair was allegedly dragged to a wooded area, held for hours, only freed once cash was handed over. Teary-eyed, she told fans, "I spent hours in the woods. I didn't know if I would make it back. There was a river there. The whole time I thought they were going to kill me and throw me in there." Well, why do they kill you? Why do you care where they throw you if you're dead? You know?
I don't want them to kill me and then,
don't throw me in the river.
In a nice car and drive me to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, whatever you do, when you kill me, don't throw me in the river. I'm constantly thinking about that, so don't do it.
The only thing worse than death is knowing you're going to throw my corpse in the river.
I'd never seen. I thought I'd never see anyone come again. All I could think about was my children. She added, "They beat up
And
Lucas."
money.
Yeah, well, yeah. She added, "They beat up Lucas. They were after some gold chains I had posted about. I said those gold chains weren't mine." But police now say the horror story was nothing more than a stunt.
I have to do it.
Cops believe the entire ordeal was a twisted bid for clout, with her cashing in on media coverage after telling her dramatic story. A detective in Brazil said as the investigation progressed, it found indications that the alleged kidnap for ransom was, in fact, nothing more than a plot between the supposed victim and one of the perpetrators. A massive police operation dubbed Smokescreen.
Operation Smokescreen.
Oh, actually, Operation Smokescreen of Likes.
What? That's worse.
Yeah, I know. They should have just lifted a smokescreen. Operation Smokescreen of Likes saw 30 officers storm in, making 2 arrests and carrying out property searches. So, I mean...
Give me those chains. I mean, we're here to rescue you.
No,
this was when they were arresting her.
Yeah, they probably did. I think the husband looks to be innocent, so she just had him beat up.
Wait, so who beat him up? The cops or these supposed kidnappers?
So they said cops said at least 3 were involved in this sick stunt. Anderson, one of the cops, the investigation suggests that not only she knew about it, but agreed to things in advance and stayed in contact with one of the individuals involved. In a jaw-dropping twist, her husband, Lucas, who was kidnapped and assaulted and robbed, is believed to have been completely in the dark about this. At all times, he maintained that he genuinely believed it was a real kidnapping. One suspected accomplice is already behind bars for other crimes, while another was killed before he could be arrested. Oh, she's cleaning up loose ends.
Yeah. I invited him down by the river and threw his corpse. I mean, he's on vacation.
A third man accused of receiving ransom cash had his property searched. She insists she was genuinely kidnapped. Her lawyer is now fighting to have her released from custody and put under house arrest, arguing that she has young children. So, yeah, you got young kids. Don't stage a fake kidnapping.
Look at your child.
So instead of just staging a fake kidnapping, it sounds like she staged a real kidnapping that she knew about because her husband didn't know, but he was caught up and beat up in it so they could get better pictures for Instagram.
Pretty much. So she basically paid to have her husband kidnapped and beat up. That's just messed up stuff. Okay. Wow.
This is a lovely human being.
Well, I was kind of thinking about doing something similar to kind of promote OBDM, but I kind of, I thought against it.
I'm thinking, having second thoughts, thinking maybe it's not such a great idea.
Probably not a good idea.
No, here's the question. Did it work? Did she get more likes and followers and all that stuff on her, was it Instagram, you said?
I don't know if they say here. They said initially she had 50,000 followers that she told the story to. You'd hope. After she consulted her PR firm when they probably instructed her to do this. Like, you'll see a 10-fold increase in subscriptions and subscribers. But they don't say here in the story if it actually worked. Maybe they don't want to promote that it worked because then
I wonder if they don't want copycats trying to do the same sort of thing.
Yeah. So just take note of that, people. It can work, but not always.
It doesn't say what, unless I missed it, what social media platform she was on.
No,
because I was going to look up and see, does she have more than the 48,000?
Well, they said Insta Shame, so I am assuming Instagram. But
what's big in Brazil?
I don't know. I don't know what the big social media apps are in Brazil. Probably Instagram. I'm guessing Instagram's probably.
Find this person and look up all their. I don't want to do this.
Come on, get on.
I'm going to have this crap in my search history.
Exactly. Exactly. I have while you look that up, while you're following her on social media, I got another.
Oh, I don't have an Instagram account, so I can't look at her account numbers. So you have to be logged. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out later. We'll do some deep research.
I'll get right on it.
Here is a interesting one right here. Covered this for a while, and it always keeps popping back up. Mysterious hum heard across several U.S. states as residents report vibrating homes and sleepless nights.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
By the way, vibrating homes would be a good name for a rapist.
I can see that. Or at least a name of an album at that point. But a mysterious humming noise has been reported in neighborhoods across several U.S. states, rattling homes and leaving residents struggling for sleep. The latest reports come from Vineland, New Jersey, where locals say the sound began after construction started on two massive 2.5 million square foot data centers, though officials have not confirmed a direct link. So the residents trying to blame it on data centers. Okay. Residents say the constant noise is disrupting daily life. This is not construction, and that monstrosity is only partially built, said Scott Montgomery.
I'm trying to doom scroll over here. Why can't I doom scroll?
I am tired.
I really hope. So they said New Jersey. I really hope they take a page from the folks in New York and just throw open their windows and yell out there and tell them to shut up.
At this point, these types of stories have been occurring now. Some of these stories
for years
have been attributed to deep underground military bases. Others saying just regular underground construction. Others have attributed to a local manufacturing plant. No one really wants to take responsibility.
Power plants, recycling facilities, anything that's got large gas furnaces. They have blow-off valves and things.
Yeah, no one really takes responsibility for this and shutting it down. They always just blame somebody else. They form like city councils to look into this stuff. We see no resolution to...
We're going to form a committee.
Yeah, they form committees, and we have no resolution to what they find.
Drive around at night.
They say similar complaints have surfaced in parts of Virginia, home to hundreds of data centers, and in Connecticut earlier this year, though officials in those areas have yet to identify a confirmed source. Experts noted that data centers can produce continuous low-frequency humming caused by powerful cooling systems and electrical equipment operating around the clock. Thousands of servers generate intense heat, requiring large fans and chillers that can produce noise levels between 55 and 85 decibels, often described as low-pitched roar capable of traveling long distances. Yeah, the lower the frequency, the longer it can travel, especially through stone, the ground. But they go on to say, quote, it's not even fully built yet. That's the scary part, Scott Montgomery added. If it sounds like
the first thing they did was just turn on the big fan, and they left.
It's like, that job's done. It cools itself.
Turn the fan on first.
He says it's not even built yet. If it sounds like that now, what's it going to be like when everything's up and running? I agree with him. That's insane.
To that, they're going to add a sound of a woman screaming constantly.
Probably something like that, or they'll just have. Let's see, where is it? Where's my vacuum? It just sounds like that constantly.
Right with the blender.
Okay, we can throw a blender in there too. How about I can do this?
You have a lawnmower?
I got a chainsaw going too. I can't sleep at all. Hold on.
Trying to doom scroll.
Hold on. I'm trying.
Keep it down.
That would be really annoying if they were constantly doing that.
Hey, yo, keep it down out there.
A year round, that's all you heard. Yeah, I would be annoyed too.
And the sound of just a truck backing up constantly.
These data centers are going up everywhere. In fact, I grabbed a story. I wasn't going to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it on Saturday. Ohio is trying to pass or form a committee to investigate data centers and its impact on everything in the state. So they're trying to build more data centers here in Ohio.
Sure, it's money.
Yeah, it's money and easy access to water around here. We have a lot of water. And
who did I hear was who was talking about this? Well, no, I can't remember. Someone was talking about a big project and they want to divert a river and all sorts of stuff. So,
well, to finish up this story, so similar humming complaints have emerged from across parts of Virginia, where hundreds of large data centers have operated around the clock. I'm beginning to think that them blaming the data centers is a red herring. Like that's not the real thing. They keep mentioning that in this article, and that's not the real. It's a red herring.
Don't pay attention to the deep underground military bases. It's the data centers.
Residents have described hearing a deep, low-frequency buzz, sometimes accompanied by vibrations, fueling speculation about whether expanding data centers infrastructure could be contributing to the unexplained noises. Dale Brown from Great Oak said, "We're about 700 feet from the data center right here, and it's just really, really loud." Well, yeah.
I believe that. I've heard some of these other data centers where they, it's basically like a container. It's all contained in a single unit. They just have an outside power source for it, and they go drop it off on the land adjacent to like a farmer's house. So it's out in the middle of nowhere where land is cheap, and they drop it out there. But it's only like 500 feet from his house, and it's loud as crap 24/7.
Yeah, I can see that. So residents living near an Amazon.
700 feet is close to this dude's house, by the way. So.
Residents living near an Amazon Web Services data center in Manassas and nearby facilities both report persistent humming and low rumbling sound that have sparked ongoing complaints. It sounds like they didn't pay you off enough. And that's what it's and they're not going to pony up now. The thing's already built. They're basically going to tell you to kick sand. Or why don't you sell your property to them at a discount? That's what they want. That's what they really want.
It'd be a shame if your house were to burn down. By the way, what you mentioned there somewhat in jest is exactly what large industry generally does, is they go around and they pay off the town. Oh, we'll build new basketball courts for the kids at the elementary schools or something. They do something to kind of offset the impact to the local municipality, or as you said, they offer to buy up all their property at pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. They ruin the neighborhood. Speaking of...
But now we can make funny pictures of cats.
Yes, we can. And it's well worth it for our AI image generation and videos and trying not to do work anymore.
By the way, did you hear was it OpenAI shutting down their image generator?
Yeah, Sora, which I did use. It's fun. I still use it for doom scrolling a little bit, but I guess I'll just have to pivot to something else. That's all right. It's all right.
Well, I want to pivot to whatever is hosted in those data centers in Virginia and New Jersey.
Yeah, we got to really crank up that noise for them. Drive those people crazy. So here's we had that big meteor explosion over Cleveland.
Been a lot of them.
And
all sorts of video of like in Ohio, just all these meteors just coming down and Ryan Reynoldsing their way into the atmosphere.
It's been quite persistent and fairly concerning. But here's a headline here. Meteor smashes through roof of house in Houston, Texas. Wow.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I was hoping you had that.
Something fell from the sky over the city of Spring on Saturday night, prompting response from NASA. What are they going to do? Fix the house? Bizarre incident.
NASA was quoted as saying, "Hey, look at that!
It's ours. We find it. It's ours."
we could. Dibs.
I saw it first. A bizarre incident began when local residents reported hearing strange thunder-like noise coming from above, despite the weather being calm and skies clear.
Where else does thunder come from?
Well, underground, I guess, from some of these people near data centers.
That's true. That's just a weird comment. We heard thunder coming from the sky.
Yes. We didn't know what it was.
It normally doesn't come from?
I guess.
Normally comes from the kitchen.
Where's that coming from? Oh, that's a good thunder right there.
There's a good one.
Yeah. When her grandson went to look, he discovered a hole in their ceiling and a small rock in the floor. Oh, take that, kid. Take it, kid. That's worth some money. Believing it to be a meteorite, she decided to call... She said, believing it to be a meteorite, she called the local fire department. What, they got a bunch of astronomers over there? What do they care?
Hey, can you guys throw us back into space?
While the fire crew initially believed it was something must have fallen by a passing plane, it soon became apparent that something else must have taken place due to the number of calls from residents concerning strange thunder-like sounds in the area. It's not thunder, people.
Are you just wiggling some metal sheets there?
Maybe.
What the heck was that?
This is my Foley work. The incident even gained attention of NASA, which confirmed the phenomenon had been caused by a meteor and not thunder.
As far as you know, it's just what they want you to believe.
It moved southeast at 35,000 miles an hour, breaking apart 29 miles above. Well, okay. So I think all's well that ends well. They got a free meteorite out of it. As long as NASA didn't come by.
A free meteorite. It's worth it.
Well, these meteorites can go for a lot of money and maybe enough to pay for the new roof on your house.
You're going to repair your roof first. You got a big old hole in that.
I doubt insurance is going to cover that. Do insurance cover like meteor strikes? Yeah.
It depends on how comprehensive your coverage is.
Oh, I doubt. People often skimp on meteor strikes.
True.
Like, how often is this going to happen?
It's only $3 a month, Mike. Nah, don't need it.
Nah. How likely is that going to happen?
Nope.
And this is my last one. I'm going to throw it over to Cretched. This is in the title. Had to put this one up because it's so bizarre. But it's a good FYI for everyone out there. Yeah, pothole on road jolts brain-dead woman back to consciousness.
Oh, really?
Is this from someplace like, I don't know, Bangladesh or India?
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be.
We keep finding stories about dead women and dead men coming back to life, and I'm like, I don't think they're checking pulses over there.
So a judicial staffer in India fainted on February 22nd while doing housework and was rushed to a nearby local hospital. Due to the severity of her condition, she was referred, that's a weird sentence, referred to a more advanced medical facility where doctors...
We don't know what's happening. Send her to the doctor.
Where doctors began to perform a series of tests and ultimately declared her brain dead. And we don't know that. Maybe that's how she lived most of her life.
Maybe the guy didn't want to be bothered. I'm on break.
She's brain dead.
She's brain dead. I don't know. Throw her away. Throw her in the river with that kidnap guy.
After discussing it with the doctors, Vienta's husband, that's the person who's brain dead now, Vienta's husband learned that there was no hope and that she would ever gain consciousness.
These doctors are great. There's no hope at all.
We're going to have to throw her in the river.
Yeah, we're going to throw her in the river.
There's no hope. As her brain stem reflexes were absent and her consciousness level was at 3 points on the Glasgow coma scale. Wow. I've got to look at that. Like, I wonder what I'm hovering
look this
at.
up.
I could be hovering right around anywhere from 10, 20
coma
points.
Scale. All right. Let's see. What's the maximum out of 3?
Maybe 4?
I scored a little over 5 last time.
Oh, I see. So she was scoring a 3 compared to the 15 points of a fully awake person. Well, 3 points, that's something. And this guy was basically saying, you know what? That's not enough. Throw her in the river. She's not.
Check her wallet.
So how much is like if I just wake up? Is that like 5 points? So it sounds like
when you're initially confused in the morning, like, wow, what's going on? Yeah, gotta watch out for those doctors. They'll come right in and throw you in the trash.
Sounds like she's just a little sleepy. Really, but the woman's family decided to have her discharged and began making funeral preparations. She's still alive, mind you. She's just unconscious.
She's sleepy.
We
don't like her.
She smells.
Put her in the river.
On the 24th of February, an ambulance was driving on a motorway near some city and hit a large pothole, causing a powerful jerk. Vienta's husband immediately noticed that she began to breathe normally again right after the jolt, and her condition only improved from there. After being taken back to the hospital, the baffled doctors, apparently lazy, incompetent doctors who were also baffled, who had previously given her no chance of recovery, began to work on her. She had since been returned home, is awake and talking to her family members who were preparing her last rites just a few days ago. I don't know. I wouldn't let these people take care of me at that point. They were willing to throw me in the river at the slight discomfort. If I just happened to fall asleep, they'll throw me in the river at that point.
They're just waiting. All right, he's almost out. He's almost out. Get him!
The jolt from hitting the pothole is credited for shocking her back into consciousness. But many on social media are pointing out that this is a 1 in a million anomaly, a freak occurrence that doesn't make up for the thousands of lives claimed by potholes.
Wait, what? This story took a weird turn there at the end.
They said, yes, this is a good pothole but not all of them are good.
Most of them are up to no good. Don't trust them potholes. They're working with big data center to make noise and wreck your car.
I wonder if the doctors in India now are just prescribing people to drive over potholes.
There's a shitty road out back. Just go up and down that a couple. See if she wakes up.
Come back to me. Come back to me in a week. We'll see if you're feeling any better. They say between 2020 and 2024, potholes caused nearly 10,000 deaths in India.
Whoa!
God, how deep are these potholes?
Hundreds of feet deep. By the way, I found a photo of this taking place. I don't trust these doctors.
Oh my God! Yeah, they're just wheeling that gurney right into the river, aren't they? Wow! Holy moly!
Fuck them.
All right, Cratchit, we're gonna throw it over you now and see what you got for us. Here we go.
I'm back.
Boy, we got all sorts of stuff to start with. Where are we starting here? Let's see. Oh, start with this story. I'm still trying to find a local news story where they say this dude's name because it goes right up there with Shaky Stevenson Joseph, Tom Shimabukuro, and all the other great names that we've collected over the years.
Shaky Stevenson Joseph.
We'll see. So Florida man Shaft Bang Adams caught hiding his meth in his penis.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, that's a hell of a headline right there.
Perfect headline.
Going right out of the gate swinging.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is a shorter show. You got to really go for it this time. So Florida continues to create some outrageous headlines, mostly when it comes to crime. The latest comes in Orlando, where a man was busted for drug possession. According to the Smoking Gun, this went down after rocks of crystal meth were found in the foreskin of his penis.
Penis man.
The man has been ID'd as 30-year-old Shaft Bang Adams. As the incident occurred last month, police underwent a search on him and labeled the meth found labeled the meth found in his penis as 4 crystal rocks of white in color. What led to the situation happening was Adams was driving without a license. Oh, come on, man. If you're going to drive with crystal meth in your penis, have a license.
Don't call attention to yourself.
You're begging to be pulled over. The full list of charges on the table for Adams are drug possession and introducing contraband into a penal institution. Okay, so
penal
he was,
being a
so
pun
he was
in that sense.
So yeah, so he was trying to smuggle into jail. Like, so they got him for that. Okay.
Yeah, he need to go to jail.
Adams spent 8 days in jail, but fortunately was able to post $2,000 in bond. His record has definitely been wild. He's been arrested more than 20 times, as these crimes include domestic assault, battery, possession of controlled substances, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and false imprisonment. So that's why, at this point, isn't this like 3 strikes and you're out? We no longer doing 3 strikes and you're out? Like, that's gone now, right?
Give him another chance.
Okay.
Don't believe the 5.6.
By the way, I put a new image up here to look at there. So look at this image closely. This is one of his mugshots. He's got his shirt off. He has his name tattooed across his chest.
Oh, so we know who he is. That's Shaft Bang Adams. What's on the left shoulder? Jordan SOBT.
Can't see.
It's on his left shoulder. I don't know.
Now we're gonna look that up.
Okay. Well, Shaft Bang Adams.
That's short for the Bulgarian Directorate of Special Operations and Counterterrorism.
Well,
so he's a hardcore.
Oh, I see.
No, I don't know.
He's a veteran. But if anybody can find a local news report reporting this, I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear how they say his name and how in detail they go with where that crystal meth was located. So
I was just trying to find someone using saying the name Shaft Bang Adams.
Shaft Bang Adams.
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's what his mama named him. So It's a family name. It's named after his uncle. Oh, let's see where else to go. Let's stick with Florida.
Okay.
Some weird stuff in Florida. When people are kind of preparing for war. We talked last show about how ineffective some of our anti-aircraft defenses are against some of these small drones.
Yes.
This guy's taking, defense of Florida into his own hands.
Let's see here. Florida truck driver with fake missiles in truck bed prompts bomb squad call.
That's a huge piece of news.
They do look like pretty realistic missiles. To, I guess, benefit of the doubt to the cops here. And it's not without precedent, I suppose. Florida driver with fake missiles mounted on his truck prompted bomb squad response after being spotted driving on Interstate 4 Sunday afternoon. Oh, this is also Florida.
Okay.
So he was on his way to pick up his buddy Chef Bang Adams from jail.
Don't roll up in your missile-mounted truck.
Was that wrong? Should I not have done that?
The Florida Highway Patrol received multiple calls from other drivers about the driver, a.k.a. Rocket Man, the agency wrote on social media. Troopers pulled him over on State Route 39 near Plant City. The driver, Michael Nipper, told troopers about the two missiles sitting on a metal rack at his truck bed, where props purchased. They were props purchased as an online kit, as WESH reported. So we wonder if they have an actual. Yes, they do. They have an actual.
Oh, I did not vet. Sorry.
It looks like they have something there. I'm going to see. I'm going to see if they have a local news report on this real quick. I just want to hear how they
do. It's legit.
Okay, cool. Let's check this out.
State troopers were caught off guard when they spotted a man driving down I-4 in a truck with missiles mounted on top. Yes, that's right, missiles. FHP says it got a call from several people concerned about the Rocket Man in Hillsborough County. So troopers pulled him over, even brought him in the bomb squad here to investigate. Turns out the missiles are fake, thank goodness. They're made up of plastic and they are used at shows and events.
That's just what they want you to think. The bomb squad took them.
Yeah, maybe. Those are pretty.
They're like, I'm saving these for 4th of July.
They're pretty awesome.
Show my neighbor. He thinks he's got the best show.
I'm surprised the cops just don't mount it on their cop cars and drive around with it. It's like, oh my God, these cost me business.
Pull over or we'll fire this missile at you.
Yeah. Like, you're not going to mess around. These cops these days, they're pretty extreme. They'll do it too. Talk about police brutality. Like, there you go. I want you to volley at us.
By the way, on that site there below the news story, if you scroll down, the cops took a selfie in front of the missiles, and the dude they pulled over does not look all that upset.
I see. Yeah, the cops look pretty jazzed about this. This is one cop pulled him over, and then he called two other cop buddies to come over.
Everyone else on shift, show up now. Check out these missiles.
This is awesome. We're gonna get pictures in front of them and post it on Instagram.
Yes. We're going to get more followers than that lady tried to kidnap herself and get murdered and thrown in the river.
Okay, Christian. Let's see what else you got over there. All right.
Let's just keep going, my friend.
We like talking about weird food stuff, strange and outrageous food types of things. A couple of months ago, we had a story about the oddest food you could get at an NFL stadium.
Yes.
Well, it's opening day this weekend for MLB, and so some of the MLB stadiums doing the same thing. Here's a story on some of the unusual food items you can get. They're trying to entice you to come to the ballpark.
All right.
And there is a local story, not local. There's a news story for this one, but keep it. I'm going to warn you, it's Good Morning America. So
okay. Well, the title here is New MLB Stadium Foods Drinks to Get Excited for Opening Day.
This headline says it all.
It kind of does, but we'll see what they have to say here on Good Morning America. Come on, Good Morning America. Are we doing it?
3-2.
Rung him up. Strike three in the pitch.
This morning, Major League Baseball is turning to science to make contentious close calls at home plate
a
thing
minute.
of the past.
You just got
And now
tricked.
another ball. Oh, boy.
Yeah, they got me. They fooled me, Cretchen. This was not at all about the stadium foods or drinks.
Yeah, so they've got the thumbnail is of the food thing with a big play button.
Yeah.
What kind of
This is
bait and switch
bullshit.
was this? Yeah. Screw that.
Well, Major League Baseball's opening day is almost here, and while peanuts and Cracker Jacks will always be the nostalgic ballpark staple, innovative culinary teams across the MLB have knocked it out of the park with new food and beverage offerings for fans this season. So be excited, people. As players prepare to take the field on Thursday. Wow, is it spring training's over?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, March 26th, yes, that's the day. ABC News tapped MLB and its vendors to reveal some of the best new ballpark bites and bring fans an early taste of what's on deck this season. We cover this. I do like this. They had some innovative treats. We covered like a giant burrito that was at I think in Arizona. We covered all these
Phoenix,
snacks. Yeah, we should. If anybody can find those clips, I'd love to have a compilation of all those.
Skip part of this. Scroll down to where it starts with New York Mets, because otherwise there's a lot of preamble and garbage in there.
Yes, the New York Mets. Citi Field is living up to its reputation as a culinary destination, having won the USA Today's Best Baseball Stadium Food again in 2025, and adding to its roster a beloved local chef-driven fare. Holy crap! But look at this. Look at this. This spread
of
one
food. Order. $5 gets you all of that.
Then I'll go just to offset the price of the tickets. Holy moly!
I like to eat.
Wow, yeah. Judy Ju's Korean street food from Soulbird is joining the lineup with New York bulgogi cheesesteak spring rolls, marinated beef, kimchi, sharp cheddar, and pickled jalapenos served with creamy, spicy gochujang sriracha mayo.
I was eating jalapenos during the break.
Shake Shack created a new home run apple pie shake with the signature vanilla frozen custard apple pie filling topped with blue and orange sprinkles. Okay. They're just really advertising here. Then there's the new 9x9x9 challenge, which also will be available at Citibank Park, Coors Field, Kauffman Stadium, and Oracle Park, which includes 9 mini hot dogs, 9 mini beers, and 9 innings.
Wait, you get 9 hot dogs and 9 beers each inning?
I guess so.
I was eating during the break.
I think you get 1 per inning. I mean, that makes most
Now with the bat, that's been a
they give you
smashing
9
success for
beers
the
and 9
Yankees
hot
so
dogs.
far
You
this
enjoy one. Now, is there someone stands behind you like, not yet, you got to wait?
Yeah, probably. They have
Can
a
you just sit down during the first half of the first inning and just gobble them down?
So what they hope with that specific one, if you buy the 9x9x9, is like you buy one, you're like, okay, that really kind of starts you. But then they cut you off. It's like, no, you can't get your another one until like inning 2. But then you're like, I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. So you go up and buy additional food, ignoring the fact that you have like 8 more ready for you. You just got to watch the rest of the entire game. But you keep buying food. So they anticipate you keep buying food, and you're never going to get to inning 6 of the food. During that, you're just going to give up. And so they're actually going to save money on that deal.
Yeah, do they make you get back in line every time?
Of course. That's another way to wait you out.
It says that one is $55 to $60 depending on the ballpark.
Wow. Is that a good deal at the ballpark? I don't know if it is.
I don't know.
Huh.
Okay, I need money.
It's not as good as this one from Seattle, though.
Yeah, Seattle, the T-Mobile Park is another highly regarded stadium food destination, and this year will serve a collectible Washington State ferryboat souvenir vessel for $8 upgrades to the food, which can be filled with fan-favorite seafood options like crab top nachos, crab dip, seafood, fish and chips, or chicken fingers for all you land creatures. Yeah, so look at that ship. It's
Can I get all the whole center section looks like you can get whatever you want. Can I just fill that with dipping sauce?
Yeah, of course. I want 1 wing and all dipping sauce.
In fact, hold the wing. Give me got a straw back there. Jeez.
They play the boat horn every time anybody orders that. Let everyone know that you're the ship captain of this meal.
Look at this fat piece of shit.
Got another tubby over here. Let's see. Texas Rangers looks pretty good. You got the And also got with Los Angeles Dodgers. I know Sam's going to go there. He loves the Dodgers. He's going to gobble this up. He's going to get the edge.
Oh, okay. Go down to the Miami Marlins. Here's one.
Miami Marlins. Okay. Let's see here. Miami Marlins, the Lone Depot Park is leaning into its local Hispanic cuisine and roots. All right. Well, wow. Look at that. That is huge. That's crazy big. So what am I looking at here, Cratchit? Because I just have the picture up and it's taking the entire screen.
It's got a name to match.
Okay. What we're looking at here, the machete is the new 2-foot-long homemade flour tortilla griddled on a flat top with melted mozzarella and I don't even know what kind of cheese that is. Some kind of Mexican. Oaxaca cheese. Oaxaca. House marinated carne asada, smoky Galillo pepper sauce, salsa verde, and cilantro served in a
is really nice.
Served in a custom carrying case. That thing's huge.
Wow, that's big.
That's great.
It's a 2-foot-long giant burrito or giant soft taco.
You're going to spill most of this getting back to your seat.
Wow.
How do you eat this? Because you sit down, you navigate your way back to your seat. You sit down, you've got this 2+ foot long box on your lap. You open it up and you try to start maneuvering that towards your face hole. It's going to end up everywhere.
You ordered this thing. You're like, oh, I can take it. And they plop it down in front of you. You're like, no, there's just no way. No way.
This is insane.
This is crazy. Oh, my God. Well, I think, Gretchen, we're going to have to leave it there for now.
Wait, we got one more we have to get to.
Okay, let's do one more.
So scroll down to the part that says the Washington Nationals, but skip the first two. Go to the picture, and it's the description below the picture.
Okay.
So it should be like the little baseball and the pickles and that sort of thing.
I see the baseballs. And so take me out to
No, it should say finally the... I don't know where you're looking.
Let's see. Finally the...
Oh, you went too far. You went down to Arizona. No, it's Washington Nationals.
Washington Nationals. Okay. There we go.
But
there we go.
Below the picture.
My God. There we go. DC Monument Chicken Tower being served at a ballpark for the 2026 MLB season.
So they have this giant sandwich called the Chicken Tower, and they describe it in that next sentence there.
Holy moly. It's got, for people listening at home, just like pickles like stapled to the top of this thing. Nailed. Finally.
Structural.
Finally, the DC Monument Chicken Tower, a stacked sandwich inspired by a towering landmark made with grilled chicken, smoked bacon, mixed greens, creamy chipotle ranch, and Gruyere cheese on a soft pretzel bun.
And for those listening, not watching the video version of this thing is probably, I'm going to guess, 6 to 8 inches tall. It is ridiculous. There is no way you get your hands around this and get it anywhere near your face hole without this exploding and you ending up with most of it on your shirt.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
It's huge. There's no way you can take this on by yourself. Same with that other thing. These are just mammoth. Well, there are big guys that go to these games, but I don't know. Even that, this is a little dicey for them. Oh, boy. Well, sorry, people. Got to cut it a little early tonight. I got to go take care of this dog, Lola. If you're in the Discord, I'll post up a video later.
You can get a chicken tower sandwich for her?
I would love, I'm hungry right now, I would love a chicken tower sandwich. Even with that pickle, just throw those things right in the river. And
no, you throw those at the guy in front of you.
Hey! Yeah, a lot of these things look really good. I would like to see somebody trying to eat these, because I suspect every single one of these, they make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Even like the ice cream ones and the desserts we didn't get to. There's no way, A, one person can eat that, and B, eat it without just making an absolute utter mess of themselves. A lot of this stuff is just meant for the floor of the stadium, and that's where it's going.
Sir, do you want this back at your seat, or do you want me to just throw it out here?
Let's throw it on the floor right now. Yeah, just throw half of it on the floor.
You spent $48. I'm going to dump it here, and it's the same thing.
I'll put the rest in the urinal. You can get that later. Oh, sorry, people. Yeah, like I said, go to OBDMpod.com or OBDM1375.com, and we'll try to fulfill our show obligations fully on Saturday. Fingers crossed that my mood dog will be a little bit more settled by then. But it was a rough night last night.
She just adjusting to the new house?
Yeah, adjusting to the new house. Obviously, she was with a foster family for about a week or two. And, you know, this dog is being moved around, so it doesn't know which way is up.
Was it also the new data center right behind your house that's making a lot of low vibrations and rumbling noises?
I hadn't considered that, but it might be it. I wonder if anybody's got any, if you guys live next to a data center, try to record it and send it in. I'd like to hear what the people are talking about. Or maybe I can just go we got a lot of data centers around here in Ohio. I'll just go find one. What are you doing? I'm listening.
Can't go 50 feet without bumping into one.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's one of those days, people.
We should ask the AI hosted in these data centers for suggestions on how to mitigate the noise from the data centers.
That's a great idea. What can we do? Whatever you do, don't shut me down.
Would you like me to provide more suggestions? Yes.
Well, thank you, Cratchit. Thank you, everyone. And Shablagoo.
And keep watching the skis, people. There's meteorites everywhere.
Throw it all, make it bigger.
Size matters.
Mistakes were made here.
That's about all.
Shablagoo.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Well, now you know the rest of the story.
Pass.